Hello and welcome to What's on the Tape, where I take 40-year-old ZX Spectrum tapes, those special ones we made as kids, and attempt to load and play them today. Okay, so we have 3 tapes, and I've hidden the covers so you can't tell what's in them, but 3 beautiful, actually, looked after C15s from Curry's. All the grey ones. It came from a big box. If you've looked on the channel, you'll see in the community part that there's a little bit about, sort of picture of the box that they came from. So it's somebody's collection of special copies. Anyway, so we've got Star Wars on one of them, and we've got Enduro Race. I've chosen some good ones, hopefully, for this season, because we're all bored and it's limbo right now. So anyway, because between Christmas. If you're watching this later, it's between Christmas, all right? So we've got Star Wars, which is a classic, and we've also got Enduro Racer, which is a Sega game that I'll explain more when we're looking at it. So we've got that one. We've also got this one, which is Starquake, and somebody mentioned this the other day in regards to the indie title I played, which was called Drillbird, and they said it sort of feels a similar sort of thing, and I can imagine it's quite right, actually. Starquake is pretty much a classic. I can't remember the name. It's Crowther, isn't it? It's the name of the developer. This is Match Day, which was an Imagine game, I think, from memory. Bit of football for that sort of the time of the year when there's lots of football on. And this one has got on it Popeye and something. What was the other one we had on there? There's a little bit written in there, but not a lot. Popeye and Thanos, 128k Thanos as well. So we will be trying to load that in 128k to see what it's like. I remember Thanos. Thanos is beautiful. It's one of those gorgeous games on the Spectrum. It really kind of shows off what the Spectrum can actually do and what's possible. But I'm not done, because it is that kind of time of the year. You need a little bit extra to keep you going. So I found this one as well amongst that box, and it grabbed my attention simply because I saw this first. I saw Moon Rescue. And then a little bit of instructions on there about rescuing 10 stranded astronauts from the surface, left and right, and picking up and down. Now, I don't know whether it is actually a copy or whether or not it's a written game, because it very much, well, it says The Hobbit on the other side as well, so it could be a special version, but we will see, because if it's Moon Rescue and it's the one I'm thinking of, it's Balani Soft, but if it's not, it's something else. It's obviously a version of Taito's, what's it called, Lunar Rescue. It's obviously a version of that, but we'll see. We'll see what it is. We'll have a little look and see whether or not it's a version we've seen before. But anyway, I'll get one of these into a tape drive. Okay, the tape is in the drive, so we'll go down to our favourite, which is Basic, and loaded it. Somebody asked me on the comments whether or not why don't go with the old tape loader, the 128k one. Well, to be fair, there are compatibility issues sometimes with some of the old 128k games. They just won't load on the tape loader; it'll just fail. So if you never noticed inside the covers, they sometimes said, choose the 48k version. But most of the games that I've got, in case of this particular ones, they usually say 48k on them. And to be fair, I don't think anybody ever really, very often, unless it really states it on it, said they did the 128k. And as usual, that's not loading. Come on, let's do it. Let's get the Star Wars on, because Star Wars, of course, we're in that limbo period between sort of Christmas and New Year now. The strange time where you can't remember what you ate, what you drank, how long you slept for, whether or not you actually watched Star Wars or not. Who your family are, where you are. Yeah, we're in that very strange period of time. So I thought I'd do a video here just to sort of bring some normality to it all. Except there's no normality on what's on the tape ever. I'm going to put the other tape deck in. I'm going to try it off the other tape deck. It feels like this should load, and it's just not. Let's give it a go on the other tape deck. So let's put the other tape deck in with the tape adapter. There's a video on this on my channel. Actually, it's in the description below. I put it in the description below, so you know what I'm talking about. This feels like it should load. Come on. Yeah, there we go. All right, this is not Star Wars. Well, it is Star Wars, but it's not Star Wars. This is Death Star, which is a different Star Wars. This is a variation on the Star Wars theme, but as I was trying to say, Star Wars is like the universal Christmas sort of movie. I genuinely think it's yes, Death Star battle. Yeah, it's kind of Star Wars, but not Star Wars. But it is Star Wars, but it's not Star Wars. You'll see. But this is that sort of that. Oh, that wasn't good. Go on. Yeah, it's not loading. It's not loading at all. It's not having it. We've got a little bit of... Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, that's not exactly what I was expecting it to do. Death Star. Let's see if we've got it on PlayZX, because that's not a good start. That's not a good start at all. Let's see if we've got it on PlayZX. Let's go and do it. Let's go and do that right now. All right, okay. PlayZX. I haven't got it open actually. I should have it open. It's in the description below. It's an app for Android, or I don't know whether it's on the Apple devices, but I believe that Apple is getting a 3.5mm jack back again. I read the news that it's now so unknown that they're going to put one back in again. Yeah, it's so Apple. I think it's this one, Death Star Battle. I think it's the Rabbit Software version of it, rather than Death Star Interceptor by System 3, who still exists to this day. It's kind of cool that they still exist. Yeah, they still exist to this day. Let's push the play button on here. So, Star Wars, you see, I'm so old. I remember when it was just Star Wars. It was Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and then The Return of the Jedi, and those were the movies. And I remember before they called it The New Hope, because it wasn't The New Hope when I was a kid. It was Star Wars. It literally was Star Wars. You used to, it used to be in your TV times, your radio times for Christmas. That whole procedure and schedule that you used to do as a kid. Sort of set out what you were going to watch and what you were going to videotape if you were lucky enough to have a videotape recorder. Because if you remember, videotape recorders were easily £300 or £400. Now you take that money and convert it to nowadays, that's thousands. It's around about 4 times what it was now. The money was worth is worth now. This is a bit weird. This may not be the game, but it will go with Death Star from Rabbit Software, because I don't know which version that is, unfortunately. Could be Death Star Interceptor. Probably have time to do both, so we might just do both. But anyway, you would then set up your video recorder for it, and get it all going. Or should I say your Betamax. Those people had the better quality Betamax with less tape, but the quality was better. I used to have a Betamax as well. Why not? It was great. It recorded things. It was excellent quality. I loved it. I kind of regret getting rid of it, but at the end of the day, the VHS sort of overtook it. Basically because you could record more. Quality wasn't better, but you could record more. That was Sony again, by the way, on attempting to win a format war. It still amuses me to this day that Sony have tried format wars for years and years and years. They had. Do you remember the little the mini discs they did, which were discs basically with your music on? They were kind of cool. So we had the mini discs. And then you had all the other... I mean, honestly, they did all kinds of things, did Sony, to try and win a console war. Oh, that looks good. Death Star. Oh, Death Star picture. Oh, somebody's done that. Somebody said their name on the picture there. That's very exciting. It is actually, to be fair, I'm quite impressed by that. Oh! Even more exciting. I've just realised who the writer of it is. It's the same guy who did our Booty game. Do you remember Booty from the Firebird game? With the little sort of Jack the cabin boy doing his thing to grab all the booty. I think there was 128 pieces of booty that you had to collect on board a ship, and then if you died, you went right back to the first part of the level. But it was kind of cool. Just rewinding the tape. Right, 4. Oh, we've played this before. Ah, yes. I'm dead. We're doing the run that they do. Oh, sugar. I need to find the fire button though. Is it 0? What's fire? I can't find the fire button. That's kind of annoying. What's the fire button? What's the fire button for this? Yeah, okay. I've got that. Number 4. What's fire? You would think. Oh, sugar. You would think fire would be obvious, because it's cursor keys for the game. 0. I've crashed into that again. Come on, shooty. Right, I'm going to look for it now. I'm going to look for a Death Star. I'm going to look for the keys, because I can't believe that. Death Star. Let's see if we can find the keys. Death Star Interceptor. That's not the right one. It's a different version of it. It definitely looks more Death Star-y. Death Star, yeah. Interceptor, not Interceptor. The other one. Death Star. Rabbit Software. I think I found it. Found it. Rabbit Software. John F. Kane. He's so responsible for so many. Oh, I have got this. It's got a very cool cover. The inlay is awesome on it. Takes you to the 3rd dimension. So the cover on this, by the way, is worth it. It's got 2 TIE fighters coming at a start. Obviously a Jedi ship, because he knew what they were going to look like later. Jedi ship flying forwards, coming down the whole thing, flying down the bits and pieces. Honestly, it looks great. That is some cover. I love it. Right, okay, so Death Star in the 3rd dimension. Let's look at the instructions, see if we can work out the keys. That would be nice if I don't have to load it like that. What are the keys? I can't read them. Armed with a Ford Perfect's weapon. Ford Perfect. It's a combination of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy combined with Star Wars here. Basic manual. Use an option to define key. Oh, I can define the keys. If I press 1, I can define. That would have been helpful. A to fire. Who the hell would have thought of A to fire? Honestly, that one completely eluded me there. Left, right, down, up. No, not too many. Left, right, down, up. Can I do space to fire? Yes, we can do space to fire. We are on it. Let's shoot some. I'd like to shoot one thing, please. Oh, I got shot down. I'm a bit rubbish. I'm hardly Han Solo. Which got destroyed by a movie by Disney, unfortunately. Why did they do that? Anybody work that one out? I didn't like that. I didn't like that they destroyed it for whatever reason. Now, what I'm going to say about this game is, as a Star Wars fan, you'd have played this as a kid. I would have been all over this. I would have been Star Warsed up. I would have been watching this and playing this. It would happen for me, and I've just crashed into the floor. Went too far down. I've done it again. Yeah, and I crashed again. I get 20 points. I'm gonna have one more go. 1983 there. Look on the screen. What? I got another one. I'm just going to stay here and shoot them at the lower level because it seems to be the way to go. I've been crashed into a plane. The hitboxes are brilliant. I've got 30 points, 40 points, 50 points. We are on it. We are so on it. We are amazing. Yeah, any excuse to do this. We would have been. I would have had Luke Skywalker Star Wars figure out, and I would have been. I'm surprised I haven't got it right now. I'd had my Luke Skywalker out, and I would have been pretending that we were on the final run at the Death Star, and that would satisfy me. I would be happy with that. Right, let's see what we got on next. We have Enduro Racer. I like Enduro Racer. We might try the tape loader on this one, because I do know that there's a 128k version of it, I think, from memory. It's really weird though, because on the hit squads, you know, when they did the redo the hit squads, they didn't bother putting a lot of the 128k versions on. They're mostly the 48k versions. So a lot of the hit squad games are just 48k rather than that. I find that quite interesting, really. So they didn't bother. They were like literally like, we're not going to bother putting on the 128k versions. There's some, not all, but some are very much the case of doing that. Now, the thing I like about Enduro Racers, it was an arcade game conversion. It had that off-roady sort of mud bike motocross type thing going on. Oh, knew that was going to happen. And motocross, I didn't no idea it was going to happen. Let's go give it a try with let's try in 48k mode just in case it doesn't like it. But that motocrossy type feeling. But you would sit on the motorbike, and when you wanted to make a bigger jump, you'd actually lean back on the handlebars. You'd sit on it and lean back on the bike, sort of go over the jumps. It's a great game. I really it's surprisingly good, and I kind of like this one. It's a bit like Hang On. Hang On's great on the Spectrums. Hang On's great. Enduro Racer, I think, is a great game, and I'm gonna probably this is a little bit controversial here, but I kind of liked Outrun on Spectrum as well, but only because it was a game I wanted from the arcade. 1986, and there it was, the arcade game version of it. You sat in the whole thing, and you could pull the gear stick to high and low, and when we were kids, that's what we wanted. We wanted a Ferrari, and we wanted to do that. Or you're one of those people who had a Lamborghini on their wall. I had a Lamborghini, I had a white Lamborghini on my wall, probably because I'd seen Cannonball Run. And if you've seen Cannonball Run, which by the way you can watch for free on YouTube, it's very cool. Cannonball Run, you'll remember that the young ladies. Please load. Please load. I don't feel like it's loading. I'm going to let it go for a little bit. I have got Enduro Racer behind me. Just behind me. I can't get it out of the bloody wall, but it's there. It's on the shelf. No, that is definitely not loading. Well, that's a bad tape, really. Quite disappointing. I've got the Hit Squad version of me right behind me. I will reset the specky, and I'll put this in. Let me see whether it says it's 120k or not. I don't think it will. I think it'll just say load dit. Load dit. Yes, absolutely. As I said before, not a game. It's. I'm quite surprised actually. These tapes came very well. They came in a box as well. If you look on the community for this, you look on the old community posts, you'll see there that I took a picture of it before I recorded this. I swapped around the case though for the intro of this because it wasn't very cool with the £2.50 written on the front of it, or £2.50 written on the front of it. How much for the tips? £2.50. So yeah, the £2.50 on the front of there. I don't know why I'm doing that. Just we'll get to it later. We'll fast forward and rewind that later. Let's put that on the floor. Okay, let's get this into the tape drive. Let's go for it. Not been very lucky so far with the whole thing. How's everybody feeling? I've got coffee. I'm going to be drinking that in a second. But I've got a beverage, but I'm feeling a bit rough. I noticed over Christmas Day, my son has had a very runny nose. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and we had an early finish on Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, runny nose. And this morning I've woken up and I've got a bit of and my nose is running a little bit, and I'm feeling not the best. I'm not feeling 100%, which is a shame, realistically. I was hoping, because I've got a little bit of a break. Teeny weeny break for the sort of for the Christmas period. Back on the 2nd of January. I hope you're all getting a little bit longer than that. It's madness, isn't it? The 2nd of January. A lot of people finished early for Christmas Eve, but you know, with the 2nd of January just being the Friday, it seems almost wrong to go to work. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, you know, it is what it is. So back on the 2nd of January, a little break in between. Has that gone off again? What is going on? I can hear it, but I can't see it. I'm going to reset it. Alright, okay, let's turn the tape over. This is going well. It's like most what's the tapes though. It's a force of nature trying to reload old stuff, things that are 40 plus years old. I mean, it's 1983 we're talking about here, some cases, 1982 for some games. So we're talking 43 years as of this recording this, 43 years. It's a lot of time for these things to degrade over. Even the best tapes in the world, unless they're new old stock, which still exists, by the way, they do slowly degrade over time. It's a shame. I'm guessing one day I'll never be able to load these again, which is a sad day. This is why preservation is key. Preserve it all, save it all, keep it all. Make sure it's still there, and don't upload it to the cloud, because they're somebody else's servers, and they all want to know what you're doing and what they can sell you. So stop uploading it to cloud. Just keep it local. Yeah, if you can afford the memory for data centers that haven't been built yet, with AI that isn't running yet, that they think's going to happen, but they've bought all the memory just in case so that you can't have any. But other than that, it's perfect. It's perfect. That's my moan for Christmas. There we go. A little Christmas moan. Anyway, though, very important though for those people who are new and those who are old as well. This is the last one for this year. There's going to be a little bit of 2-week break while I catch up with other things that I do, because I actually have a job outside of YouTube, which is a shame. But at the same time, well, not a shame. It's a shame I can't do YouTube all the time as well as do my job, because I actually enjoy my job. But it is one of those. It's that time where I kind of need a little bit of space to record some other stuff, so that you've got other things to look at. I know I completely swamp your emails and your notifications, but you can turn those on. Little bell at the bottom there, notifications, sub and all that stuff. God, I feel like a proper YouTuber today. Do all that rubbish at the bottom there, the way you say sub and whatever else. Do that, but while you're doing that, just remember that although I'm gone for a couple of weeks, two only, I'll be back on the 3rd week, and you'll see me again, and it'll be all exciting, and it'll be a new year, new me, all that rubbish. I love that. Anyway, but all that new stuff, so new stuff, but there's lots of old stuff. So if you're old or new to the channel, you can watch it in any order you like. Pick an episode, have a play. There are some that last for over 3 and a bit hours if you really need something to listen to or even watch. I mean, a lot of people, some people said to me that they actually put it on and listen to it. I can understand that. I spend a lot of time describing things. So for instance, there's a nice motorcycle on the screen right now. Enduro racer motorcycle, all sort of pulling a big wheelie on the screen. So, but the point is that you can pick anything you like off the channel and have a little look at it. Most of it, it's to be fair, the numbering stuff was just for my sanity rather than anything else, and so totally unnecessary. YouTube doesn't care about numbering, nor do you. So that was for my sanity. So although it might be in the description, it's literally there just to stop me going mad, so I know what version, how long I've been doing this for. So have a little look at the rest of the channel. But Enduro Racer, back to that. Activision, God, I had this conversation the other day, and I said I remember when Activision and EA and Blizzard were actually the good guys. The guys who were creating great games with small studios and producing amazing stuff. They weren't there as a corporate entity with literally a department on how to monetize their software. It was done for the joy of it, and I know that everybody wants to make some money, a bit of capitalism and all that. There's no socialism going on here. This is realism, by the way, realism. And the beauty of gamers, the wonderful thing about gamers, is we do tend to vote with our wallets. We are literally people who will stop buying things because of various bits and pieces. So, and it has to be good, and it has to be a good game, and we'll let people know when it's a bad game. And that's the beauty of it. So no socialism going on here. Just pure understanding of your marketplace. That when Mastertronic started up working out their master plan for pun intended master plan for producing games, they realised that their target audience were teenage boys with pocket money, and their pocket money of average teenage boy was £1.99. They put out a range of games that were sold for $1.99. Some of the quality was bad and some of the quality was good, but those where it was good, they sold a lot of, and they realised that. If it's a good quality game, you sell a lot of it. It makes perfect sense to me. Sell lots of games to lovely peoples. That's what you want. People like computer games. We like great ones. We like wonderful things. I'm gonna mention again on my channel. Most of my indie titles that I look at are relatively inexpensive. Rarely does it push past the £20 mark or about $25. And most of them are quite cheap indeed. I mean, I've been playing the one that I really recommend at the moment is if you want something sort of friendly and oh sugar, I've pressed the wrong button. What am I? Can I work out the keys? Oh, it's got music. I've never noticed the music before. Oh, hang on, was there a wheelie there? Ah! There's a wheelie. What was the left and right? There was a left there, I think. Ah! Got it. I've got it. Crap keys. Right, okay, so let's see if we can get along the road a bit. Might as well try and do something here. Don't think I've ever noticed the music before. Maybe we've got the 128k version for a change. Maybe. No, music stopped now. If you hit them wrong, you do that. You kind of fly off your bike. But if you hit them right, you kind of fly up. You can do a wheelie over it. If you do a wheelie when you hit one of those, you fly in the air. Look at it. It's amazing, isn't it? Look at the graphics. There we go. That's a proper wheelie. We fly over properly, and we've died. But it's fine. It's fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're all good. 56% of the course. There's only 5 courses. Honestly, back in the day, the simplicity of these games, gameplay is still king to this day. It's still king. Very much so. Right, let's see what the button is. Space or fire to execute. Other key to power. Right. There we go. Ah! Right. QA. I don't like that. Let's do... I can't do space on that. Let's do it as Z. A. Pause as H. Space. Right, okay. Any other key? A. Control mode. Start the game. So this should accelerate now. Yes, there we go. We're accelerating. Brilliant. And wheelie. We're all good. We're wheeling.
I really like this, but gameplay does count double. So I was going to mention mention Drillbird on my channel again. It's very cheap, very inexpensive. I kind of call it a cozy game. It kind of is. But it isn't. You can die in it. Well, sort of. You respawn because it's a modern day game. You're not allowed to die properly like you did back in the 80s. But it is a cracking little platformer. It's quite good fun. It's quite sort of nicely sort of timed. You're just basically a little bird with a metal nose, and you can drill, and you collect minerals that you put on your egg, which is at the top of the level, in a platforming style, and it's really quite cool. I'll be honest. I'm quite enamoured by that one, and it's all of £2.50 if you're a Steam user. £2.50 by a small little indie team. So if you £2.50 is no money at all realistically, or about what's that, about $3 $4. So there we go. We've extended. We're on to the second lap, and now we've got that. I hate this bit because there's like rocks on the road and all. To be fair though, maybe I've always been into these kind of games because, interestingly enough, I've been playing Baja Edge of Control recently, which is an old game by THQ. Yeah, I know I don't do AAA, but I would barely call this one AAA. I don't think Nordic HQ particularly are. They've got a mixture, but I don't think I hate these guys for some reason. I don't think they've done anything nasty that I can think of. But they did a remastered version. It's available to sort of for the PC, and it was on the original PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. I missed it that time round. And I've been playing it recently, and it's all about sort of racing in the desert, in the Baja, obviously, in Mexico. And it's actually quite a lot of fun. I've found myself strangely sort of addicted to it. I can put it on, drive around for 20 minutes, and then I'm done. It's kind of cool. I like it. No, didn't quite do it. 82%. That's kind of cool. That was a good start. Enjoyed that. That was a good start to the whole thing. Let's pick out the next one. Let's pick the next tape that I've got in my hand. What have I got here? We've got Popeye. Popeye. This is by the same guy that did Flunky. He also did Trapdoor. And Trapdoor's the one that I always remember. Trapdoor is an absolute stonker of a game. It's an amazing looking sort of large graphics. I mean, the graphics are the main thing here. The fact that he used gigantic sprites to do wandering around and moving about. It's just amazing. It looks great. That's not loading again. Listen, we're doing well here. We're doing well. Let's swap it back to the other tape deck and we'll see what happens. We'll see whether we can get it to work from there. Let's do that. Alright, we're moving it over. I could hear a young man who's just got himself out of bed. He's cold suffering. He's smashing the house up at the moment. It's good news. It's always good news. Yeah, the joys of autism sometimes to smash around the house. Oh no, it's not smashing. It's tidying. Well, that's fair enough. He's doing a bit of tidying. He's tidying up. It's just very loud tidying. He's got himself a drink, I think. We're all good. I've got a drink as well. I don't know how his cold is. I don't know. I won't answer me if I talk to him. Oh, I love coffee. Coffee is the best. I love coffee. Honestly, that sponsorship deal's bound to happen at some point. I'll have the tattoo done and everything. Do you remember that guy years ago? I remember the guy years ago who sold his entire house and everything he owned and took all the money and he put it into a bank account. He even changed his name, I think, to the name of the gambling company, Square something or other. Changed the name to it and then went to Vegas to bet on black and red. So basically he asked if he could do it. That Don Priestley, great name. But basically wanted to effectively bet the house and everything he owned on one, when 50-50 chance basically. I think they even closed up the zeros, because they've got a 0 and a double 0. They even closed that up for him for the bet. So they because it was obviously a thing, but he changed his name to the name of the gambling company as well, so that he could get an extra £10,000 or £15,000 towards it all. And he went to Vegas, and he did that. They did the spin. And he won. He actually doubled his money and his value of his house and everything he owned and whatever else is. Then probably got taxed to death, because you don't get away with that for scot-free, unfortunately. But the point is, he did that, and he did a little gamble. I would say that on a 50-50, that's pretty. To be fair, I don't think I'd sell everything I own to bet on a 50-50. It just the chance of losing is. I'm not a pessimist, but the chance of losing is just too much. I guess it was quite a young man. I suppose he could have started again, in inverted commas. I'm sure he was like a gambler anyway. I think he was a poker player, where they one of these semi-rich poker players. So the gamble was nothing for him. I remember it was one of these. It's back in the days when Channel 4 used to make gritty, sort of drama-y type, weird and wonderful things. It was like Dispatches type things, but not quite Dispatches. They were very weird back in the day when we had 3 and 4 channels. I wasn't there when it was only 2 or 1. I was there for BBC 2, ITV, and then Channel 4 arrived in the 80s, didn't it? That was the big thing. Channel 4 arrived in the 80s, and towards the early 90s we got Channel 5, which basically took over from Channel 4 as the racy channel. Do you remember there was always those racy films on Channel 4? You'd come in and everybody at school would be like, "Did you see that on Channel 4?" The racy one. And of course it was racy as in 80s style racy, the kind of thing where the ladies had huge hair and always wear silk underwear. That was the kind of thing that they did. That was the 80s. That was how that was. Yeah. It was honestly, it was a bit of a weird one, realistically. But that Channel 4 was very much into that. That was their thing. King Features Syndicate Inc. I guess that's who owns Popeye. But of course, Popeye is now. He says. There's a lot of noise going on there. What's going on there? There's a long. Does it say something about this on here? That's not loaded. There must be some more. Popeye, though, is now a bit like Steamboat Willie. It's past its sell-by date, so any people can use. Oh, that's a very quiet bit now. It's gone very quiet indeed. I think we're going to have to load it from PlayZX. I think we are. I don't have a copy of Popeye handy. It got re-released on the alternative range. It did. It did Popeye. I'm quite surprised. I was hoping that one would work, but we've really Popeye's really not really happened there. That's a shame. Right. Okay. Let's rewind that. Let's find it on PlayZX. It's about to be there. Yeah, but it's now sort of crossed that threshold of where it's actually. Within the sort of realms of purchasing. There are a lot of Popeye games. There is a lot of Popeye games. Which Popeye is it? Well, we'll do that one, because that most likely the thing. Pause. Tape. I'm going to see if I can skip to the point where it's up to. I don't know whether I can. We'll give this a try, though. Rewind to the last 18 seconds. Set rewind. Play. We'll see whether we get away with this. There's nothing in the last 18 seconds. Unless there is. Let's see whether it gets there. Nope, there's nothing in there. So let's set it to that part. Oh, I think we stop. It's definitely not working. It's definitely not working. Let's just start again. Let's easiest. Just start again. There's no need not to. Right, push the button. Yeah, there's Popeye Wrestling as well. There's also another Popeye by Macmillan Software, and that Macmillan is probably a game of some sort for kids, probably. Science game. He says with his jumper over his face because he's getting warmed up. Yeah, probably sort of some scientific thing, telling us all to eat more spinach. I like spinach, all right. I wasn't so keen as a kid, but I like spinach. But the what I love about spinach is that it was sort of Popeye used to eat spinach. It's wartime type thing. So and spinach is quite easy to make. It's a bit like watercress. It's one of those kind of easy to grow things, and it is full of minerals. Don't get it wrong. That's Macmillan Software anyway. That's so confusing. It's the same version. Right, okay, I'm totally confused now. Anyway, it's one of those things. It's very easy to grow. And I mean, back a long time ago in certain parts of the UK, the people used to get watercress for their lunch. They'd get a bit of watercress. It's very good for you. And it's full of things that you need. You know, it's good for the body. So it's really good. Same with spinach. But what confused them was that there was a calculation mistake. When they were looking at it scientifically to see how good spinach was for you, the scientists who did it got some of the minerals and vitamin counts wrong. It was just literally the days when we didn't have computers and sort of, it did the most of the work, or not work for you. It kind of gave you the results on the screen or something similar. They got the results slightly wrong, and as a result, spinach was seen as a inverted superfood. I mean, so much so that when Popeye used to ingest his sort of spinach via his lovely pipe there, because he used to smoke as well consistently. He's smoking his pipe while eating spinach through his pipe, because he kind of sucked it up through his pipe, which is very weird, as well as through his mouth, obviously, but also through his pipe. But it made him super strong as a sort of knock-on effect. But it wasn't entirely true. It wasn't quite the superfood it was. That's why you don't hear people talking about spinach being a superfood or being on somebody's diet. Why is that not on people's diets? You'd think it would be, wouldn't it? Spinach and watercress. I mean, watercress for a start off. Where the hell do you buy watercress? It's not even an unpleasant thing. It's quite good. I'm sure there's somewhere in the UK. I'm going to Google it while it's loading. Watercress for lunch. I'm sure it's historically been eaten for that. Yeah, watercress recipes. It's an excellent healthy choice and versatile lunch. I mean, well, I could have told you that. It's Popeye. I'm just going to type history in the UK. Yeah, 400 BC was when it was first eaten. There you go. Tells you an awful lot about it. 400 BC for the whole thing. It comes from the Latin word to mean twisted nose. In its heyday, during the Victorian period, it was developed on the railways to allow tons of plants to be transported from up to Covent Garden. There you go. It suffered during First World War and Second World War. Oh, so the First and Second World War kind of destroyed it. Regained popularity in 2003. But just a bit of a side. Oh, it's a shame. Napoleon was a huge watercress enthusiast. Oh, load of great stuff. This is from a watercress particular site, watercress.co.uk. Who would have believed it? It's got lots of health info about it. It's good stuff. Anyway, but your people, used to eat it as a sort of a lunch type thing, as lunch sauces. But yeah, it's gone with everything. Soups. They would turn it into soups. We don't do enough with it. It's our sort of, and it's heritage-wise. If you're a citizen of the United Kingdom and Britain, we're not doing enough with watercress. We should get back on our watercress. I'll be honest. Right, okay, let's redefine those keys because I can't do those keys. Right, left, down, up, H to hold, S to start. I don't know what we're doing, but look at the graphics on this. There's a really big old. There's Bluto. Can't go in here. I think we have to avoid Bluto because he's not nice. Oh, I've jumped down. That's fine. There's Our Lady. Olive oil. I never really realised until right this second in time that clearly olive oil is olive oil. I don't know how to get up here. I've jumped off here and I don't know how to get back. Oh, because I have to go in the other room to go back. Yeah, olive oil. Oh, I suppose you could have that on your spinach, couldn't you? Remember the tune? I've got to collect spinach. Look, there's spinach up there. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm assuming I'm avoiding getting killed by these birds and things. There's my spinach, my first can of spinach, and we're up. And I've been knocked out by Bluto. Is this dead? Blooming heck, that's tough. Go get hearts. I need to get hearts from her, basically. She's very needy. She's very needy indeed. Right, that can go that way. I'm going to come down these stairs, and I'm going to go this way. There she is. She wants some hearts. I can't get the heart. I'm going to go up this ladder, though. Can I go? I'm going to shimmy up this ladder, and I'm going to get some keys so I can open some doors. I'm shimmy too far up the ladder. I'm on the roof. I'm shimmying up. Keep on going. There's a crocodile. This could be a mistake. There's a crocodile right there. What's the crocodile going to do to me? It's not a crocodile, it's a dragon. He's just set fire to me, and I've just eaten my... Oh, no. I'm going to get straight up and get zapped again? No, I'll get zapped again. I'm dead. It's all over. Popeye has had it. Wow. What a game. Popeye is going for it. Where's my tape? Oh, it's in the other drive. Wow. Yeah. Popeye. And to be fair, I played the arcade version. I quite liked the arcade version of Popeye. It was kind of a game that I kind of could get into. Do you remember watching the cartoon? I remember watching the cartoon. There's Bluto and Brutus. There were two different people. There was sort of the similar thing. And I think it was Brutus in the arcade version rather than Bluto. I think everybody assumed it was Bluto. I don't know why Brutus got moved away. I think he wasn't allowed. We're doing the tape loader, by the way, because we're on Thanos. And Thanos is Jurel game. Again, we've talked about Jurel many a times. Jurel being a company that still exists to this day, but does insurance software. They don't do games anymore. And I honestly I don't know what I don't know. Did they get? Would you think they got hit by the classic W.H. Smith's boardroom disaster that happened? So W.H. Smith's in their wisdom, in their finite wisdom at the time, that whoever was responsible for their sort of entertainment section. This has got a great cover, by the way. Entertainment section goes to a board meeting in I guess it must have been either the late 80s, and he says, we need to stop production of computer games. They're not going to catch on. People aren't going to be playing computer games. It's not a thing. We're going to stop that. We need to concentrate on the printed book and the other things that go with this. We don't. Well, this has to end. We're not going to do this anymore. Can you imagine if you're that person nowadays. He's probably passed away, by the way, by now. But you realise that right. I think we're gonna have to go find it on PlayZX. But you imagine I mean, seriously, that's what a traumatic moment that must be for your career when they became a massive success ultimately, with the population. Everybody plays computer games to some extent, even if that's Facebook or something similar. That is the nature of Thanos. Oh, there we go. 128k version, yeah, get on it. We are on it. 128k version. But you discover that computer games are going to be a big thing. I mean, I don't wonder whether Drell think the same. I don't think they will. I think it basically set them up as a company for life. I think they used. I mean, if they were into insurance, they weren't stupid. I mean, let's be honest. Everybody needs insurance or assurance, one of the two, along the way in their life. So, writing the software that does it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? It really does. So yeah. I guess there's no way to sort of to know what happened, but I guess they're financially sound. I suppose you could look them up on Company's House, couldn't you, to see whether they're financially sound. I guess those early days in the 80s must be amazing. They must be amazing. Now, Thanos came in a black clamshell. Beautiful cover on the front of it with a prince or a princess on the front, if I remember rightly. I can't remember if it's prince or princess. I'm sure the princess was probably a white with blonde hair and blue eyes and sort of on the bottom. That's what it was. I'm sorry, it was. That's the nature of it. It's the way it was back then. And basically you're on a dragon and you're trying to save the princesses and the people, and it's just one of those things, you know, when you have one of those moments as a kid. When I had one of those moments as a kid, when I saw Thanos for the first time, I was like, my God, this game is amazing. The graphics are just, I mean, it was like it was one of those moments where, you know, graphics were, and the thing about it was, going through the 70s and 80s and 90s, 2000s, and then 2010s, we literally, this is when graphics, you know. But I think we peaked for pixel art in the 90s. I think we did, and we're seeing a recurrence of it now, by the way, because gamers and people are clamouring for that aesthetic and that gameplay that goes with it. You don't need a massively powerful computer to play these games. This is the joy of, if you want a modern game for the which, by the way, the value now, AAA titles, it's a value sum, by the way. It's how much money they're wasting on creating the game to make a average, if not worse, less than average game. There are better games out there that don't require these budgets. That's what it represents now, by the way. It represents financial investment in an average game. You can get better financial investment from an indie developer. But anyway, point is that the indie developers, the graphics don't matter as much as they used to. We kind of hit that point where we went, oh wow, look, we can get, you know, almost photorealistic. And to be fair, we can still tell the difference between photorealistic and computers. It's still the same. Even with the AI stuff, there's something. You can see it when you look at it. I saw an advert the other day on YouTube for, I think it was Opera GX, the browser, and it was clearly created with AI, and it's dreadful. It's so flipping obvious that it's AI generated, and it looks awful, and it's an advert for it. I won't be downloading your free product. I know it's free, by the way, but the point is, I won't be downloading your product because your AI is garbage. So. But anyway, but you can still tell, and I think we've got to the point though that where gameplay is king. Narratives are better than they were. Somebody mentioned the game Gone Home a while ago. Gone Home was a walking simulator with a relatively decent sort of story back in about 2013. It was a sort of ghostly, haunting, sort of love story of as well of sorts. I quite liked it back in the day, but it was showing off again, you know, what indie devs would do with creating a narrative rather than whatever else it is. By today's standards, it's quite a weak narrative. There are stronger stories, and people have realised that you're capable of doing games without having to sort of. I should really do a weird indie title video on games that are just weird but worth playing. It's kind of reminds me of the fact that certain games are banned on. What's going on now? It's gone very quiet. What is going on? I've stopped the tape. It's still loading. What's it doing? That's very weird. All right. I'm going to reset it. We'll try again. We're going to have to go with the 48K version. That's a real disappointment. Yeah, we're going to have to go with the 48K version. That's a shame. After all that, we kind of got almost there. Yeah, but I need to do a video on weird indie titles, because there are so many weird ones out there. I got one the other day. I was looking through an indie developer's sort of page on Steam. I get some stuff from GOG as well. Still like owning games, but I was looking through it, and I found one called The Lost and the Wicked. First off, the title grabbed me, because The Lost and the Wicked is a great title for a game. Stop. Let's start again. Lost and the Wicked is a great title for a game. I kind of like the sound of that for a start off. So I was kind of drawn to that one. I got it, and there's something weird going on. There's a weird art style. There's a reduction in the number of colours on screen. There's a really. We're having one of those days. Let's try this one. This is the Spanish re-release. I'm now out of memory. Fine. Fantastic. Great. Right. Let's go with that. Let's go with this. Let's press the play button. Okay, go for it. Hopefully it'll load. Anyway, so fingers crossed. Here's the loading screen. I hate when it does this bit. Yeah, because you stop, rewind. That one, set rewind, play. Pause, rewind, that one, rewind, play. Come on. There we go. Right, okay. It went too long with the bit on the screen. Should have paused it. Never mind. Where was I? So yeah, it's weird, and there's obviously a weird aesthetic with the reduced colours, the styling. Several, I think 4 indie devs involved. Music is thumping and sort of, I guess not thumping. There's a sort of techno fear to it. I don't know if that's a thing, but they kind of feel to it. Honestly, it's a great game, and I love the weird style of it, from being some kind of terrible prisoner of some sort that's locked away, and I guess you're the wicked, and being lost as well in some kind of abyss. It's weird. I like the weirdness. I like weird games. It's always been a thing. I think living through a generation of sort of 80s weirdness, and there are weird games in the 80s, definitely, that kind of reflect the kind of, it reflects the gaming I like to do. It's good. It's good. living a great time for computer games. In theory, we're seeing the death of the AAA titles. Honestly, I think it's coming. I think next year is going to be yet another further indictment of how far they have come and how far they have stooped for the accountants and the paywallers and all those people who will prevent you doing things. I mean, let's be honest. Let's look at Nvidia as well. Nvidia are trying to sell chips to everybody. They're obviously going to charge us a 70% premium on it all, according to the press anyway. They're going to charge us a premium for video cards. I suggest AMD from now on, by the way. They're much cheaper. I've noticed that you can get a equivalent of a 4060 for about £200 from AMD, which is I think it's a certain Radeon version. I can't remember the one. Don't ask me because I can't remember. But basically you can get a 4060 equivalent, which is a decentish card, for 400 quid or £200 cheaper. Yeah, start buying AMD is the answer to that. But I can see now that Nvidia have recently posted that if you want to play online on their, because they've got like an online version of the game, so you can play on their data centers, so that you don't really own your games as well, which is what Steam does. But at least you could have it on your own PC, so you can download it and do something with it, I guess. But they're basically reducing the amount of time you can play your own games for. They want a subscription service for it already, but beyond the subscription service they've already got. So now you're being released. You're only allowed to play 100 hours of your games a month, followed by if you want to pay for more, you can top up because they haven't got enough money. Which is totally untrue, by the way. It's a ridiculous scenario. This we're paying again for the billionaires needing more money. So they're not nice people. They're not your friends. There are no good ones as far as I can tell. If somebody can tell me one, put it in the comments below, because I can't see a good one thus far. They all seem to be self-serving bastards, to be absolutely honest. But yeah, so that they basically want to charge you for the time that you play your games for. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. How and why, I don't understand. I just don't get it. I'm going to suggest that the wildest thing ever, start bringing it back. Own it physically. Own it digitally where you can download it. This is GOG to some extent. Disconnect it. Bring it back. Keep your data. Don't put it in the cloud. Don't trust them all. And I feel like some kind of conspiracy theorist should be sitting here with my tinfoil hat on, but I'm not, because you can see it yourself as the costs rise for everything you do, and then you're being held accountable for what you're storing on their systems. So you know, it's just an insane situation. So you can imagine if you're a massive lover of a particular computer game, and a bit like this, you've made a special version of it. Technically, they can do something with that legally. It's not good. You're not in a good situation here. Time to go. Time to change. Oh, Mike Richardson. This is the same man. This legend here is the same man who did, and his wife Jane Richardson. She must be the blonde on the front cover. Mike and Jane. This is the legend who created Turbo Esprit. This is a man who was responsible for the first Grand Theft Auto as a very serious sort of thing. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. Right, space. Can I alter keys for playing? Yes, 5. No. I want space as fire. Yes, I do. Up, down, left, right. H. Play. So this is us as the dragon, and we can fire up and down like this, and we'll get shot at when we go. And we've got to get to the castle at the other end. We've got a little heart, and we can eat people. I love when we get to eat people. So we fly through the caves. Look at that. Look at this. Well, I want to show you the turn round. Watch the turn round. So we slow down. And then you press the button. And the fire button. And he turns. Look at the turn. Oh. It's glorious. There's things, rocks dropping in the caves. Don't hit me. As you fly through the caves. My heart goes faster as I get hit. We're out the other side. I need to eat some peoples. So the villagers will attack me, of course, because I want to eat humans. Where's the human to eat? Can I eat them? I'm in trouble. I've died. I've died. I've been killed by the human. And got me. Let's have another go. Let's see if we can eat a human. Because I used to love the graphics on this. The graphics are the big thing. I like the way you have to get a little walk going to get off the ground. And then we fly. Oh, look at that. And of course your dragon's breath is the little cup on the other side, I think. Or is that the time? Could be the time. Let's see if we can hit some rocks as we go past. Here's some rocks. Yes. Go faster. Faster and lower. Avoid the rocks. Are we out? We're going faster and lower. You can eat them though, the little peoples. It's really cool. It's a bit like in Rampage when you scoff the humans in the windows. Oh, another classic game on the Specky. Can I blast a few? Yeah, got one. Pretty sure we can eat them though. Get high, I think we can get over the top of them. And we have to rescue the princess and then fly back again. It's very cool. I think if you're high enough, they just can't hit you. It's like another dragon to beat. It's dragon territorialism. You know, that's sort of the volcanoes going off in the background. Look at the graphics on it though. And we head out to the sea. Look at that. We got reflections. It's like RTX from Nvidia. Look at that. There's reflections on the water as we fly across the sea. I like the way you slow down. You fly whatever else is. Here's the castle where the princess is. I've got to be high, I think, to go over the wall. Oh no! Where is it? Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Do I have to attack it or something like that? Maybe I have to attack the wall. No, I want to land. Let's turn around. Why is our heart going so mad? I've got to attack the wall, that's why. I've got to attack the door, forgot that. Oh well. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? It's a very cool game. Excellent game. Right, what else have we got here? Oh my god, there's so much to do. There is... Oh, Starquake. We got so many things to do today. We got so many games to play, and you love them. You love it. Yes, Starquake. This is another classic. Very much. I think somebody said earlier. I certainly said on YouTube that was Drillbird reminded them of Starquake. Well, can I put this on for you? Actually, to be honest with you, I can't remember your name. Sorry, apologies. Not very good with that kind of stuff. I'm kind of I say I'm rubbish at it. I'm not rubbish, but I just don't remember. Don't remember from one day to the next. Who am I? What are we doing here? I suppose that's correct for this time of the year as well. What are you all doing for the rest of this time then? Are you off? Are you in? Are you working? Are you not working? Are you sort of with family away, having fun, doing good stuffs? Right, here we go. Loading time. Ooh, exciting. Starquake. We literally have got We got 4 more games to go. You just brace yourself, strap on in. You love it. Got my lunch coming up shortly. Quite proud of myself at the moment, though. I've done I've been doing gone back to a bit of 5 and 2 diet, just to reducing my calories. Not as strict as I was previously, where it would be only like 500 calories a day. It's more a case of I have my little bill of breakfast, which is a couple of 100 calories, and then I have my lunch, which is about 100 calories in soup or something similar, and then I have my normal dinner. So depending on what's being made, whether I'm making or wife's making it, we sometimes it's like a salad or something similar. It's like 300 calories, and I do like 600 calories a day, or sometimes I do 800 calories a day. It's been quite successful. We're about what week we at? We're about week 10 of it, and I'm down 9 pounds. I'm quite pleased with that. I'm done quite well. I'm still can't quite fit the jacket that I wanted to fit again, because, as I said, I'm not throwing out a jacket that does that. This is interesting. This is like a copied version, because that would normally have a loading screen there. So this is kind of a weird version of it. No wonder I'm getting confused with these. Oh, coffee is good. I've got some more coffee. Doing my coffee. So yeah, so basically 5 and 2 is 5 normal days of sort of normal sort of calorific value for a male of my age and activity, which is basically a 1,000 and a little bit, 2,000, sorry, and a little bit, and then 2 days of reduced calories. Honestly, if you go off to the old National Health Service website, the old NHS website, and have a little look, they do suggest that reducing the calories down to about 1,200 per day as a male, a couple of days of the week, you'll reduce your weight significantly, as you go along. So I'm just doing it a little bit faster. It's not doing me any harm, because I'm fat enough anyway. Just losing a bit of weight. It's not no harm in it. It does me good. I'm getting old now. Got to look after myself. This time next year, 6-pack. In my dreams. So Christmas, I just kind of I now want to know what everybody was. For me, it was always Star Wars was the thing that came on at Christmas. Star Wars, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark. It was always Christmas for me. And I'm trying to think now what the other one was. It just ran through my head. It just disappeared. A bit of Bond. Some kind of Bond. So Goldfinger. Everybody says Goldfinger. Why do they say Goldfinger? I have no idea why they say Goldfinger. I always liked the one with Moonraker, wasn't it? With Jaws in it. I always liked that one. That was kind of fun, because of course that had the Lotus Esprit in it. But that was Roger Moore. There's always comedy when it was Roger Moore. And 003.5. That's what he was. 003.5. Good old Roger Moore. I think for me it was always the Sean Connerys of the whole things. Bond, James Bond. I can't do it properly, but the Connerys of the world were always the one. We're doing well here this week. None of these have loaded. That one's not loaded either. Yeah, that's gone well. Let's see if I can find it on PlayZX, because that's no good. That's no good to man nor beast, as they say. No good from man nor beast. Let's get it on play. We've literally had a total session of it. No, search. This will definitely be on PlayZX. I think this has got 128k version, actually, to be fair, from memory. Starquake. Starquack. No, it's not Quack. Bubble Bus. Great name for a company. There we go. Loaded it. Push the button. Lovely. Oh. I didn't press enter. Press enter now. We're all good. Excellent. Excellent. It's a good long load, though. It's a massive load. I'm just looking at it. I like the re-release one. The Ricochet re-release looked really good. The cover looked good on that one. I don't know where my copy of Starquake is. It'll be here somewhere. I've got a lot of games, far too many games. I've got a pile again forming. I mean, like I say pile. I have multiple piles forming of stuffs that I've collected recently. There's a lot of good stuff. So I'm going to do a little What's in the Wild tape or recording while I'm off. I'm using this important time to record. Get ahead for at least a month or two, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Get ahead for the whole thing. But if I haven't said it, by the way, Happy Christmas to everybody there. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year. I hope you've all had a lovely time, and Santa brought you all a ZX Spectrum, obviously the one true computer. Brought the important things in life, joy and obviously and merriment and all the other stuff that goes with it. The Christmas can be to be fair, Christmas can be a difficult time for people, but at the same time, it can also be a joyous one for other people. So I hope you've had at least an okay time, at least a time off, chance to breathe. Do you know what I always like doing? It's a funny sort of thing. It's like I went out on Christmas. My wife and I were cleaning up after Christmas dinner. We had us dinner time, by the way. Don't do it in the middle of the day. We had a Christmas dinner. We had some pork with a lovely crispy crackling on it, and Brussels sprouts and potatoes and parsnips. All the most of the trimmings. We don't go mad because we don't. You do what you want to do on Christmas. That's the thing, isn't it? About what you have for your dinner, a bit of stuffing and all this kind of stuff. Very nice. I went out. We were doing the dishes, and I went out and our kitchen opens. A back door opens into our drive. But there's a fence, and you can't see me. So I wandered outside. Not that I was needed to not be seen. I just saying. But I wandered outside, and I said, "Can you hear it?" And it's silence. There's a beautiful silence that is bestowed upon the city where I live, and it is quiet. You can't hear the roads, you can't hear most things. It's quite amazing, really, how little you can hear. That is so cool an effect, by the way. Look at the way that's loading now. I remember this. It kind of changes into this. Somewhere along the way, Stephen Crow changes the code for the loading, so it's doing this weird and wonderful. It's brilliant, but it's just a lovely level of silence. It's like when it snows. Certainly where I am, when it snows, there's a quiet that descends, and I stood and I listened to nothing. And it was lovely. I enjoy that sometimes. It's always that point where you have to take a breath and look at the sky. When it's not raining, of course. But take a breath and look at the sky. When the sun's out, the clouds are clear, or the clouds are there, or whatever else is. Just take a breath and have just 1 second to we're pinprick in the universe. We're not even that. We're minuscule in the universe, and just 1 second to sort of take a feel for that. We're so small, but ZX Spectrum games are still the best in the entire universe, I'm told. I've got direct line to the higher powers. They said all Spectrum games are the best, and that we should have more of them, made throughout the last X number of years. But yeah, I honestly, and I'm loving playing these games. I'm loving this, and I like my break too, just so that I can catch up with things. That's honestly, that's the main reason for telling you all that I got a break. But as I say, if you're new to the channel, there's loads more. There's loads more. Those who are old on the channel can tell you that there's loads more stuffs that I've done over the years. I've done thousands of videos. I've always got 3,000 subscribers. I genuinely never thought that 3,000 people would actually subscribe to my channel. It kind of surprises me still that you kind of want to watch, but at the same time, I'm pleased you do. Thank you, because it kind of makes me feel it's got a warm and fuzzy inside. I'm not going to define my own keys. I'm going to play it as it is. 0 to start. That's perfect. Touchdown, immediate, prepared for missions, bring, smash, crash, malfunction. I can't remember what you're doing in this game, I'll be honest, but the graphics are fantastic, and look at the gameplay is. Oh, that's right, you have to do... Yeah, that's right, he uses little pads, doesn't he, to grow upwards. Yeah, you get battery power to do... Yeah, use battery power to climb upwards. I've not enough battery power! Look at the graphics, though. Look at the I mean, honestly, when they're built for the Spectrum and they weren't like somebody else's thing. Oh, you use your energy to build your... Oh, so building the platforms is the energy. That's a new life, joystick. Oh my god, I'm dead. The graphics when they're built for the Spectrum are just glorious. They really are. I'm going to be honest. It's one of them. It's such a pretty looking game, and I wish I knew how to play it or what I'm looking for. I'm getting drop it. Oh, sugar. Is this? I thought I was on death there. Oh wow. Look at the graphics on this, though. I'm literally, by the way, oh, hang on, I can get this. You can fly around on it. That's it. Yeah, the little platform that you can fly around on. You can pick up the platforms. I forgot that. Oh, it's so cool. Sorry, I've got to play again because that was just excellent. I've got absolutely nothing. Core replacement. Ah, right. Okay, so I've got to find all those items to replace my core. Adventure score 2%. Time taken 1 minute and 39 seconds. That is not a lot of playing. Let's press 0 and we'll have another go. So you need to find one of those things really early on. One of these. I got something. What was that? Is that a core replacement? That is so cool. Look at this. Oh, sugar. I didn't realise it was a death thing. It's so cool. That's my life. That's platform, sorry. So we got to find the things to core replace the ship. That is so cool. Do I have to charge it up somewhere? Probably. I'm loving this. There's a joystick. We get that. Look at the look at this. So much good. So good when you can fly around in it as well. Looks great. Starquake, great looking game. Don't think it's a particularly expensive one still though as well. I think you can pick up Starquake fairly inexpensively. All right, okay. So I've realised at the top top right hand corner of the screen, that is obviously the place where I collect all the items that I need within the game. Oh, sugar. That is where I collect the items that I need. Okay, I'm going to keep going down. Of course it's going to be downwards. This is a game that needs mapped big style. There's something that looks like something I should be collecting. Probably isn't what I need, but that's battery. There's a credit card. What is that? Why can't I pick that up? I can't pick it up. That's frustrating. Look at the graphics though. So good. When they're designed for the Spectrum, they do look absolutely... I mean, that's flawless. That's beautiful in my head. That looks so good. You know, the fruit hanging down there. That's another thing I need to pick up. I don't know how to pick it up though. Is it like the X key or something like that? Sometimes it's the W key or the Z. That's definitely something to pick up. That's on fire. I got the bonus, then died like an idiot. I'm just flying around at the moment. I'm not doing anything exciting. I'm just flying around and enjoying the scenery. It's brilliant. Detail on the characters, the high resolution of the Spectrum of the time, the weapon systems, and even when you get off and you do this, and then the little platforms that you can use to fly up to things like that, because you can't jump, which I guess does make some sense. And the life, loads of lives. Tell you what, you get your money's worth in this game if you knew what you were doing. I would be mapping it though. I'd be drawing each. I'd be in here and be like, creature, thing to pick up. I would be properly mapping the heck out of this. Once you get the platform thing, though, it doesn't have to make a difference to the game. When you don't have it, you're in real trouble. I mean, I've literally got 6 lives here. But once you've done this, that's it, you're in trouble. Oh, secret room! Oh my god. Who knew that? That is cool. That was kind of took me aback. Did not expect secret rooms in here. That's not got one. I thought it might be. I've got all the way back up to the top. Oh, that's sort of a cool game. I'm not going to keep playing because I have no idea how to play it. I'll be honest. So I'm going to put on the other. I'm going to put on match day. I'm going to put on match day. Let's just wind the tape and we'll see if we can get match day to load. We'll see if they give that one a try. See if we can go for it. Say you thought you were going to aim for a short video, but no. I had better things to. I've got to keep you busy with lots and lots and lots of. Just rewind the tape with lots and lots and lots of Spectrum goodies to keep you happy, because obviously you have no idea where you are right now because of the time of the year. Obviously, not because you're you know whatever you've ingested recently. But we've got 2 more after this as well. That special tape, the extra one, the one which is with the white case. It does say The Hobbit on the other side, so we'll try that as well. See if that loads. I always find it amazing that even back in the day, very much in the day, very much way before the day, when back in Tolkien's times, Tolkien actually created a book, The Hobbit, and then did Lord of the Rings, and then tied The Hobbit into the Lord of the Rings. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Revisited the whole thing and tied the 2 things together when they originally were a separate things. I like that. I think that's kind of cool. Which one did he write first? I don't know. I have no idea. That's gone well. This will be John Ritterman's. John Ritterman's. Match of the day without Gary Lineker. No, I don't know who was on it back in the day. Was it Des Lyman, or was he on the other one? Was he on the ITVs? I think he was on the ITVs. Match day. There's a match day too. What I love most about this game, because Ocean. It was Ocean. It wasn't. Should we go with the? No, we'll go with that one because it doesn't say speed lock on it. So we don't like speed locks. Turbo loaders and speed locks, the bane of my life. What I like about these ones is that they kept it right for the 80s. I think that the later version, the second one of it, they all had mullets. Because everybody has a mullet, and you know that mullet is coming back. It's back in fashion, and in 2025 and 2026, I can see the growth of the mullet. John Rittman, sorry. The growth of the mullet becoming a major factor in the whole thing. A lovely sort of, we all needed a mullet. I haven't got a mullet, but if you've got a mullet, I'm very impressed. Chris Clark, fantastic. A lot of football games. The thing, it's funny, isn't it? This is what I find really weird about gaming nowadays. Back in the day, you had everything was based on board games. There was a lot of board games or card games. There was a lot of bridge, poker, blackjack, Othello or Reversi and chess. There was tons of chess games. There was like chess games galore. People were like, I can't think of anything, and I'll program. Let's do a chess game. Probably one of the most complex games you could ever try and program, because chess is a hugely strategic game, which requires people thinking many moves ahead. I mean, it's a brilliantly complex game. But then you put it on a Spectrum, and for those who do play chess, it's probably dull as dishwater playing against the Spectrum. But the point is there was a lot of games that were converted. You know, Ludos were done, Monopolies were done. They did a lot of things, and when it came to sports in the UK, it was football was the main one. You know, the old soccer was the main conversion of sports games. We got a lot of those. And some good, some bad, but there was a lot of them. You expect them. But I find it really weird in this modern age, because of licensing and whatever else is, finding a new soccer game is actually quite hard. There's one on my channel called Average Bang Football, and Bang Average Football. Fantastic. It's a variation of the original Sensible Soccer with a Japanese-style RPG, JRPG style of game. It's great. It works really well. The developer had a very smart move. One of the things is every time you score a goal, you can press a button and save it as a GIF, which means you can upload it onto your favourite social media and post a sort of a picture of you scoring a goal, and it's awesome. I love it. It's one of my favourite features about it, and it plays really well as well. So there are other ones out there, but anything that's licensed or required the names of footballers, because it's all extremely heavily regulated. I mean, it's mental, realistically. I mean, I personally think that Netflix are bonkers for talking to the FA or FIFA and getting the FIFA name back, because it's just a cash grab from them. I mean, they gave away, I don't know who it was who did. Was it them who gave a certain president a peace prize to massage his very fragile, elderly ego? I think give me a peace prize if you like, because I haven't killed anybody nor sanctioned any bombings. But anyway, the point is that honestly, I preferred it better when sports games weren't entirely licensed to people. I used to, not again back in the day when they were nice or better. Microsoft Golf. I rather liked Microsoft Golf. I really did. I quite liked that one. That was a very simplistic golf game. I quite enjoyed playing Microsoft Golf. There was times when I used to quite enjoy quite a lot of games by these people. I used to enjoy Activision. Activision's Ghostbusters is still one of my favourites. Love Activision Ghostbusters. EA's Desert Strike, Jungle Strike, and things like that. Those are brilliant. Those are great games. Fantastic games back in the day when they were written. And they would argue that because they need 200,000 million people to create these games, which is why they cost so much and why they have to find ways to recoup the money. We'll stop doing them that way. Build fun games that keep people entertained. I mean, we all have very short attention spans nowadays, or very few hours free. I mean, the older you get, the less time you've got. You've got family, and you've got friends, and you've got other things, and you know that we don't have time to. Oh, I forgot. It takes a little while to load this one. It will appear eventually. There you go. Yeah, we got friends and family and time and other things to do stuff. How do I change match details? Symbol shift? Match details. Professional. Yeah, we'll stick with that. Number of teams in the cup. Cap shift to exit. Where's the keys? Change controls. Left. Right, okay. Oh. Player 1. Joystick. Enter to select keyboard. Enter to change controls. Q. Down. A. Oh my god, do you have to press the... Oh my god. Q, W, LP and C. Right, okay. I think I can play this. I think I can play this. How do I get out of here? Return to match. Kick off. One player game. Enter. Symbol shift to kick. Symbol. No. Enter. I'll have to zoom in here. I don't know how they did that, but it's kind of cool. Yeah, okay, I get it. You don't have to show me every man running on the field. Alright, maybe I can. Yeah, definitely the non-mullet version, but it's fine, it works. These keyboard keys are rubbish, by the way. Yeah, I get it. Right. Kicking the ball. I have the ball. I'm kick the ball again. Where's my man? Who am I selecting? Oh, kick him in the legs, kick him in the shins. Where's my man? Where's my man? There he is. Come on, keeper. Did he score? No, it's kicked out. Oh, thank God for that. Hey, ball forward. I've got the ball. I'm going. We are running. We got it. Come on. It's like walking football, isn't it? They're really not. They're really not moving very far. Where's my man? Who am I? That one. It's gone out. Where's my man? He's there. I've kicked it. Oh, it's bouncing. It's gone out of play. We're doing well here. We're doing well. We've scored none, but I feel that there's a goal coming. I'm storming after him at full walking pace. We are full walking play. Do you know what though? It's quite impressive for the day. I'm gonna give it kudos for this because it does change the player that's closest to the ball. We get a chance to sort of. Oh, did I kick that out? I didn't realise I had. You know, changes the man who's closest to the ball. Honestly, it plays quite well. It's pretty, you know, impressive for what it is. Come on, keeper. It's out. It's out. Kicked it forward. Yeah, it's pretty good for what it is. And there's a little dot on the floor that it follows to show you where the ball is in the air, which is also mightily impressive for the day. There should be a man forward here. We're doing nicely. I think we can score. Oh, missed him. Missed a chance there. Colour clash isn't too bad either. Oh, come on, keeper. They scored. That's it. I'm over. Do we get a zoom in though? I'm going to get a replay. Yeah, we do. Here we go. No, we don't. Oh, I thought we were going to get replay. I'm going to carry on now. I'm going to carry on because I've got that one more tape here that I want to do, this Moon Rescue one. So we want to do Moon Rescue and possibly The Hobbit. So let's see if we can get that. See if we can get that done. You've got tons of time for this. You can enjoy it. Sit back and enjoy, or listen to it. One of the two. quite like the idea of people listening to it. I think that's just a little bit of listening. So this is based on a game. I'm a massive. 1979 was the first time I played Space Invaders. It was Space Invaders technically version 2. So it's important to remember this. Technically version 2. So version 2 was basically, the original one was black and white. So it's just black and white. And the version 2 had the green template put on the screen so that you got green bases and Space Invaders and things like that. And so it was green template applied to the cabinet. So with the proper sort of Space Invader monster on the side. That whole doom 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 doom, and that noise that I can't emulate with my voice. That sort of noise of the firing the guns was the first time I played it. I played it in a pub because, of course, that's how you play it in a pub. Let's list this. Somebody's written this one. Let us have a run. This has been written, so let's run this. Oh wow! So this is written. So 8 and 5 and 0 to release. Press a key when you're ready. I'm waiting. Oh wow! So basically, I was a massive fan of Space Invaders. This is the reverse Space Invaders. So you can't do what I thought I was going to do, which is you can't thrust. So it says it takes a little while to load this. It did actually say that on the instructions. It's pretty good, actually. And you just fly back to the base at the top. So the reverse version of it is this. So what you do is you're rescuing the men. You're the Space Invader ship. You drop down through boulders first. You land on the platforms. You land on the platforms, you grab a person, they get on board, and then you fly back and you can normally shoot. I'm going to assume you can't shoot on this version of it, but this is pretty impressive and actually very responsive for a game that was probably a sort of, created by a person at home. I'm not going to make it. I'm going to die. That's really cool. That's actually very, very cool indeed. And Lunar Rescue from Taito, which is available, by the way, on one of the Taito collections on the Evercade. Definitely worth investing in that if you're you want to sort of collect still, and you like collecting, and you've just heard my theory on collecting there. It's on one of those collections. There's also an Invincible version of it that's for the Switch. I don't know if it came out on anything else. I wouldn't be sure. I wouldn't be sure of that one. I think there's somebody's trying to make a version for the Spectrum, which it just makes me feel warm inside knowing that somebody's making a Spectrum version of this, because you've got to be absolutely precise with landing in it. But new high score. Well done. That is really cool, by the way. Somebody's little tape version of that is so cool. I wonder if it came on anything. That is, I'll honestly, very cool indeed. Ghosts of the Surface. There's a little bit of print top of the screen, in keys for left and right, and whatever else it is. You can change those, of course. There's a better way of doing it. 8 and whatever else it is. Inputs. Let's see if we can find the graphics. There's the graphics there. But that's probably run from a code further down. Let's see if I can find the things. There they are. There's the pictures. So at 9,900 is the graphics. So somebody's used binary 0 and 100. They're basically the binaries for making the pictures. So if you put those together, you'd see the pictures of the creatures. That's a very cool piece of code. I really like that. I'm quite pleased to have found that. Not seen that before. Somebody making that version of it. But I say, the Taito made some really good games, and some of their early Space Invaders and things like that, and Lunar Rescue. Lunar Rescue is just slightly different because you're collecting those people from the bottom, collecting them up, taking them back up again to your sort of spaceship. It's really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm easily pleased, as they say. I'm easily pleased with these things. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we could see. I'm going to see if there's anything else on the other side of the tape. Sorry for the background noise. There's carnage going on, unfortunately, for some reason. I'm just going to push the door to for a second. We're almost finished anyway. We're on the last one. Right, we're rewound. We'll go for it. We'll go for it. It may be on there. I say we're rewound. We're not rewound. Rewind again. Rewind a bit more. I thought I'd done. I thought I had to go clunk. It's probably the noises upstairs. the rampaging of small animals upstairs. I say small animals. It's almost as tall as me, but he's not as fat as me. He's got a long way to go. I mean, one day he'll be as fat as me if he works on it. To be fair, he had Christmas dinner last night. He's a lovely lad when he wants to be, but I had Christmas dinner, and obviously I told you he's got a bit of a cold. And Christmas dinner went on for 3 hours for him. Everybody else was done in about an hour, sort of things. And he went on for 3 hours. It's a long Christmas dinner. That's just not loading. I don't think there's a loader there. I'll try again. Hang on a second. No, it's not loading there. That was too much ditting. Right, okay. One more for you. I'm going to search on PlayZX for anything that says the word Christmas, and we're going to go for it. All right, because it's that time of the year, so we're going to find anything that says the word Christmas or something similar. Anyway, let's go for it. Or should we search for the word Santa? Let's go with the word Christmas. Let's see what it says. There's one called Christmas Cracker from 2007 from Eurogamer. Okay, let's do this. Don't know whether it's going to be. Let's try 128k. This could be a bit worrying though, because it says Christmas Cracker. You never know with these things. There is a range of adult-themed games for the old ZX Spectrum. They're out there. They're what the Butler saw and things like that. So they did exist. There was a little bit of adult content back in the day. Not a lot of it. It's very expensive though. Like most stuff that's of that age, sort of older erotica is very much in the safes of those millionaires and billionaires. That's where it lives. But in the Spectrum community, they weren't really interested in pixelated boobies as much as a Spectrum community. So we have pixelated ones that still exist to this day. Cracker, it's just Cracker. There we go. You never know. This could be a Christmas sort of whatever else. By the way, it's the only, when I searched on PlayZX there, it's the only Christmas one. Only one. Just the only Christmas thing. It's quite a long loader, so I'm guessing this is all data. I have no idea what it is. I have got some really good pickups though. You've got to see, got some new stuff from Northern Games. I have some bits and pieces that I collected from. I'm going to do a Spectrum one. I've collected from other places. Got some slightly uncommon games. If you've ever been to this channel, you'll know I don't like to use the word rare. Because it says that they're not rare, they're just uncommon. You don't see them very often. They're not rare. Rare implies they're like rare minerals, and the struggle to find gold on the planet. There are more probably easy. Mind you saying that, they probably actually are harder to find than gold. Possibly, I don't know, one of the two. But the point is that I've got some stuff there. I want to do one on. I'm going to do What's in the Wild on Evercade, because I've got a bunch of Evercade games. I can't help myself, but I'm a massive collector of Evercade. It's fantastic. I've got some Evercade stuff to show you. I don't think I've ever shown you that before. I may have done on the previous What's on the Tapes. I used to use that front of it, the first sort of few seconds of it, to show you the Evercade sort of bits and pieces. But it's better to break it all up, I think. I hope you're enjoying the new format and the last 11 episodes. Those who are regulars to the channel, I hope you're enjoying the new format. Sticking just with the rawness of those special tapes. That's what we're sticking with for the whole thing. So I do hope you're enjoying those, and I hope you're enjoying the random stuffs that I keep saying. And I'm speaking random stuff, so I'm feeling quite invigorated now, though. You know, you've picked me up since I started feeling a little bit unwell before. You've picked me right up talking to you guys. I love talking to you. It's great. And it's amazing how much talking I actually can do on my own. If you really want to see the thing, go look for the epic one, the epic What's on the Tape. That one I talked to myself for nearly 4 hours, I think, solidly. I don't even have people to sort of do a stream thing with me beside me where I can comment on their streams, and you know they can add to the conversation. No. I do it all on my own. But I know I'm talking to you, and you know. You're my nice Facebook, my nice, no, I was going to say Facebook friends there, because I don't have to shame that many. You're all my nice YouTube friends. I've got more YouTube friends than I have Facebook friends. There we go. By a lot. A very close circle around me. But yeah, some good stuff there. Some Switch stuff as well, some additional Switch things. So it's as I say, it's all very good. And we're almost here. We're almost at the Christmas cracker. It's almost a Christmas cracker. I'm hoping that it's actually quite good. No idea who Eurogamer is. I mean, apart from the online magazine thing that unfortunately is a shill for the things. Jonathan Caldwell. Oh right, it's Jonathan, a Eurogamer exclusive. Right, new keys 4. Up, down, left, right, jump, quit. Pause. H is always pause. You know that. You know the law. Oh, it's his egghead. So it's his version of Dizzy. That's cool. Main entrance. There we go. That's good. So we collected something. Eurogamer. It is for Eurogamer. It is for the peoples of Eurogamer. So it is for the people of the computer thing. Oh, it's cool. It's actually quite cool. I quite like it. Do I have like multiple places to go? No, Snowdrift. I'm just going this way. Snowdrift, 5 lives. Okay. Oh, I've got a shovel. I can jump. I can dig. Oh, have I stuck myself in here? There's a parcel there. Right, okay, let's dig this. I can dig down because I got the shovel, didn't I? Never even realised that. It's a very Christmassy game. It's a Christmas cracker. Right, I'm going to dig down here just to make sure that it's out of the way, so that when we come to do it later, it's done. So I'm guessing I'm going to get this. No, I die. Well, that's no good. So can I go out of the room the other way? No, that makes no sense. I can't dig down on that. Can't dig down on that, but I can dig down. Am I meant to dig the whole snowdrift out or something? It's a very snowdrifty thing. No idea. I feel like I'm missing something here. Anybody else ever play this Eurogamer thing? Right, I feel like I should be digging this down. Hang on, do you think I can dig out here? No. I can't get out now. I've made a mistake. Quit. What did I make it? G. Well, hang on. What's he meant to do then? So, I can't dig out further. This is weird. Snowdrift element of it's a bit weird. Oh, I could work out I could do 3 at a time. Oh, you made a mistake here, though. How are you going to get back, you idiot? I've not dug out the... Oh, the exit's there in the middle of it. I've just realised. Oh, you idiot. Go back. Can we go... If we go back and go back? Yes. It's there, right in the middle. Look. Look. It's right in the centre. It's right there. There. Who the hell's that dude? There's a dude over there. Right, where's the exit here? left and right here looks like we got exits. It looks like we got exit over here. Oh, you idiot. I don't want to touch this dude. What? Oh, I'm going to collect him. He's a member of staff. He's on staff at the Eurogamer. Christian's lair. Oh, he's got a lair as well, look. I'm going to go get into his lair. He's got a lair here. I can get him in Tom's bedroom. Rescuing them all for Christmas. For Christmas, this is... I've rescued him. I fell too far, but it doesn't matter. He's saved. I've saved him for Christmas. Like he was some kind of... Okay, how do I get back up? I have to go back up this way. Whoa! Whoa! I've got to go in here. I've got to rescue Rupert. Rupert is to be rescued. And I can go down as well, look. Go down in that. There we go. Let's rescue Rupert. Let's rescue Rupert. Let's go up this way. Doing alright now. There's Pat's room. We're going to save Pat. He needs patted. There's Pat. Let's get Pat. I like the little graphics of them. It's quite cool. Little telly. Excuse me. And the storage. The spanner. Spanner's grotto. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, game over. I am an idiot. That's pretty good, though. I quite enjoyed that. Anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'll see you in a couple of weeks into January, so I don't know what that'll be. Let me do some math for you now. I know it's a bit tough to be doing a math. I will see you on the 18th. And I'll see you soon. And there'll be plenty of content in between. You just enjoy that. And I'll see you soon. Have a good Christmas, New Year. And please feel free to like and subscribe. See if we can get to 3,000 special Facebook friends that I've got there on the channel. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.